Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pearl Tusia. I'm the real Black Pearl, and you are watching Behind the Story. And tonight, we are getting behind the story of a very special gentleman. So we chose a very special location. We are at Door K on number 1 Elof Street, right here, Joburg CBD. Since this is a man who's making it all happen for himself, we thought, let's come to a place that's making it happen for South Africa and for all the people who are right here making it happen for themselves. So we're very excited about that. He's very talented, very young, and definitely has a super bright future. I am talking about Recce. How are you doing?
I'm good, Pearl. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Officially.
too. Officially. Thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure, it is. Are you looking forward to chatting with me?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you going to be honest with me? Are you going to bring it?
Totally honest.
And the main thing is about ambitious.
Yeah.
What happened there?
To be honest, I wasn't getting paid, and I felt like my art direction was being taken into a whole new domain, that I'm not comfortable with. But beyond that, I was just not getting paid. I'm supposed to get paid.
But what was the arrangement prior?
You see, that's where it started. That's where the problem started, because me and the label owner had like a verbal agreement when I had approached them saying, yo, I'd like to sign to Ambitious Entertainment. We had a verbal agreement that, okay, we're gonna take you in as our artist and we're gonna have you do a little trial run, and if everything goes well, we're gonna invest in you. And then ever since then, man, I've been asking for the contract, but it's been like, yeah, we still fixing it up. Yeah,
but the money's being made.
Yeah, we still,
through you.
Yeah.
Were you bringing in money by that point?
Definitely. Yeah.
So even with a verbal agreement, those stand if there's a witness, right? And I feel like you're pretty well-educated in the westernized way, kid. I feel like there are things maybe you're just not acting on them because you're young, which is a mistake that I've even made when I was still coming up. So my question to you is, why were you so careless in terms of the agreement that you made with them?
I guess I was hopeless. I was somewhat hopeless, because I'm in matric. I don't know what I'm gonna do after matric, and all I have is this talent, rapping, My older brother just signed to Ambitious Entertainment at the time, so I'm like, there's gotta be a sign, And when I went there, and when he was like, I was actually looking for you. I've been looking for you. I was checking you out on the net. I was actually waiting for you to finish school, and then we were gonna approach you as a label. I was like, whoa, then that means this is a go.
Yeah.
So I guess I was just anxious and hopeless. It becomes in the open. Yeah.
Can I assume then that, and I'm not saying Ambitious did this, I wasn't there, but what I'm gathering from the conversation I'm having with you is basically you were taken advantage of, a young artist not knowing what's happening really in the streets in terms of contracts, and you were done wrong, basically, but definitely taken advantage of in that situation. Would you agree with me if I said that?
Of course. I feel like most artists in the label are taken advantage of. It's like they check where you are in life first before they actually, propose to you, whatever it is they want to propose. Like all record labels in general. It's like they look at, oh, homeless, perfect. Or, oh, he really wants this, perfect, Okay. It's just how it goes.
If you could guesstimate, a guesstimation of how much money you should have been getting / how much money you're owed.
What I can say is I wasn't supposed to be getting money monthly. I was supposed to be getting money per show, for the work I put in, whatever, But I was getting paid monthly and a certain amount that just didn't cut it for me. I feel like I'm getting to a point where I should be getting maybe a little bit more because, damn, I'm on the road every weekend, So let me just put it like that.
All right. Do you know how much they were charging for you to be at the shows?
I don't even know. You see, a lot of things weren't transparent because I was just looking at one thing, which was getting the music out under a label, knowing that there's a guarantee it's gonna be pushed, because that's all I ever wanted, my music to be pushed.
How much did they invest in you, do you think? Did they ever tell you that, we put 500,000 Rand in you?
Oh, well, this one time when the label owner had came through to my apartment, this was just before I left the label, came through with like a briefcase, took out a couple of papers. I remember the chat was, the whole chat was about how I should actually sign now. I should really just put it on paper now, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I had my own little mindset that I had created because I know what I know now. So it was just a big war, a big cold war, actually. So he took out a couple of papers and he was like, this is what I remember. He was like, yo, so if you check this out, this is like all the money that we put into your Facebook. And it makes like $1 million or something. I was like, get out of here, man. $1 million? Man,
Well,
get
why
out of
didn't you
here,
ask for
know?
proof? Maybe they did.
His proof was clearly the papers. That wasn't enough for me.
Because you could go to your Facebook page and actually check how much money had been put in.
At the time, he had it in his possession.
So he was running your Facebook page.
Definitely.
You didn't have any access.
I was like an admin partner or whatever, but
But you're not buying
I'm
the 1
under a
million.
label, you know? Okay, the label got it, cool. You know, that's how it was.
What was the difference with MT in this situation?
Oh, I'm gonna put it out how it is. See, with MT had the same feelings as I did about the label.
Really?
And his were probably like worse because they were bottled in, you know? I like to say. I remember we had a show in PLK and I was with him in the van and stuff. It was me, him, Flame, that's who I remember. And then he was like, yo, you can't even be your ultimate self as an artist in this label because you marginalized, you know? I'm like, yo, where's that coming from? I was just like, no, I think I'm gonna leave sooner than I thought. Yo, I'm telling you right now, those are his words. They came out of his mouth. If I'm lying right now, may God strike me down.
We were family, as you see, you know. So it was a bit shocking, like how? Family, you are living the family.
I took that because I was like, yo, man, I relate, you know? But then when it was time to actually do it, I'm not saying you were supposed to do it when I was doing it, but don't go out there now making the people believe that, you know, I'm the bad guy or I'm the traitor, I'm the betrayer. You know, that's not cool.
I respect the business that much. Like I wouldn't take it that far, you know, as to, yeah, look at my contract, you see. They said this, now I wouldn't try and involve the whole world into my business like that.
You don't think for him it's just how it happened?
I think for him, it happened in a way that nothing can change it. Not even me leaving the label, you know? I don't know where he was in his life when he got signed, and he's probably holding on to that because it's all he has. And as a human being, you gotta respect that.
Does Ambitious take like a huge chunk, a fair chunk? Do you ever look at the chunk they take and think, ah, this is too much? Or are you comfortable with the chunk they have?
Man, I came from zero, you know, like nothing. So any and everything that they had given to me, whether it was an opportunity or shot or money or an advance or whatever, like I still appreciate my first check from them till this day, you know? I guess that's how I grew up, like just keeping it real.
So it wasn't that they were treating him differently. He was also...
Man, he wasn't even that, you know. MT was cool in the label. But like I'm saying, maybe I didn't know. Maybe
Because he had a contract.
Yeah.
You know, he had a
definitely
contract.
signed.
He had something signed on paper. So if...
But I can tell you now, he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy.
Did you guys allege...
I'm sure he's not happy.
Even right now? Why would you say that?
I don't know, that's what my gut's telling me. Like,
Okay.
I feel like no one is really truly happy out there. And if they are, that means they don't know nothing.
And you're not hurt about him sticking with the label and not kind of showing any support towards you? Or did he?
I'm more disappointed than hurt, you know? Because as a dude to another dude, your word is your word. You keep it, you stick to it.
Your word is your bond, right?
Yeah, your word is bond. So when he went on Twitter and was like, yo, people out here saying Ambitious Entertainment forever and then leave the label and then try and blame us for all that, I was like, what? But I was in the same car with you and you were saying the exact same thing I was saying. I just did it.
Are we ever gonna see music from you and Fifi or MT? Are you gonna make music with them again one day?
If God allows it.
If God allows it, is your way of saying not really, but we'll see what happens. I figured this out.
No.
Never? Ever?
I mean, come on. Everybody sees how MT's behaving towards this whole sitch. You know, I'm not even saying nothing at this point. So I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah. What's your relationship like now with Nasty C? What happened?
Let me tell you what happened, right? First, the label happened. Now, Nasty's on the up and up, doing his thing, you know, getting his glory. And then, boom, Aries pulls up, gets signed to Ambitious Entertainment. You have the label owner with his own agendas, you know, of taking over the game, because that's how every label owner, you know, that's their mindset.
You guys are like puzzle
yo,
chess pieces.
need to be the one, you know? So, in order to be the one at the time, like, you know, regarding like artists in my age group, was for me to go at Nasty, you know?
The same way Kid
So-
Teeny came at you now.
So a lot of people don't even, I don't think anyone knows this, but when we created Couldn't, the song Couldn't that has MT on it,
Yeah?
you know when it starts, it goes, it's about to get nasty. It's about to get nasty.
I've been praying every day. Lord, please make a way. Man, I've been through the pain. Now the people know my name. I did it when they said I couldn't.
I was put in that position where it was like, yo, man, in order to get there, you gotta do the most. And come on, I like competition. To me, it was just healthy competition, you know? Song for song, verse for verse, ball for ball. Let's do it. I'm game for that anytime.
Yeah.
But it became bigger than that. It became like the label owner's wall on
So
his
basically
own.
it worked.
It did work, but I mean, I never wanted to be like in Nasty C's bad books, and clearly I was in 2016, you know? I liked Nasty C's music at the time, just like how I like it now, you know? But, hey, I'm trying to be out there too, and I thought it was healthy competition, so I done did it.
You're
you know, I
young.
just did it. I was like, yo,
Like-
let's go. But then it became worse because it was the label owner's wall on his own, you know? Like, he became obsessed with trying to beat Nasty, let me put it that way, you know? So,
But in that way, he just made him
in
look
that
more
way,
powerful.
he just screwed it all up, and I had to stand for myself at the same time, you know? I remember some people were going off on Twitter like, "Psst, homeboy sounds like Nasty, psst, psst, so nasty, nasty, you know? And I took it to myself to say, okay, I'm gonna refer to the pen. And I was like, yo, I do not sound like David, I don't. You know, on a verse, MTV-based cypher, actually. And when that came out, you know how it is. Oh, beef. Oh, hey, you know, stuff like that. But then fast forward, Nasty C, Aries, same show, East London, same plane, same flight. You know, we land, he pulls up on me. He's like, yo, let me holler at you. You know, and I'll forever respect him for that. He's like, yo, let me holler, let's talk. Yo, this is what the people want, you know? What's going on? Like, you got a problem with me? You can say it now, you know? Stuff like that. And we went back and forth, and then we finally got to like an ultimatum where we were like, yo, man, let's stop the dumb stuff. So me and Nasty, I guess we cool at this point.
Do you think you guys will ever collaborate?
Well, he said that he'll never make a song with me. You know, he said that once, so I'm not about to say I'll wait for him to change his mind or something, so.
Would you mind making a song with him if he came through?
I don't mind. I really don't mind.
Okay, all right, that's cool. What are the major struggles of going indie as a young artist?
You know, number one, the most popular, you know, getting your songs on TV, your music videos on TV, getting your songs on radio. It's like the hardest ever. You know, you need the right people, hence building a structural, you know, solid machine, you know, when you go independent. And another thing is having to manage everything and focus on the music at the same time.
So discipline
Yeah,
is a big part of it.
yeah.
How disciplined are you right now?
I'm quite disciplined, like a lot actually, because, yeah, man, there was so many experiences I went through just last year, you know, being independent. And it actually humbles you down to the ground. You're like, what? This is how it go down?
The Do incident, tell us about that, because you guys just came through and you were like, yeah, we handled that guy, but what does handle mean?
Yo, okay. So, we out at Hatfield Shisanyama, right? It's a show, everyone's happy, we're performing, we get in love, we show in love. it's after the show, and look, you know how it goes, Pearl, you know, we're rappers. There's a lot of beautiful girls in the event, there's drinks. We're probably not going straight home. Hey, you wanna join us? You know? So there were these other girls, right? They got in the H1, and then this dude pulled up. It's like, yo, get out of that car, get out, let's go home, let's go. You know, but the girl doesn't really want it. Like, she's like, I'm rolling with these dudes, not you.
Over for you.
So the dude's like, yo, grabs her by the wrist, you know, actually pulls her out the car on some crazy, dreading scene type-ish, you know? The girl comes out the car, she's crying, you know how it is. You know, he actually like, yo, grabs her face, tries to lift it up, like, yo, hey, I'm telling you right now, we need to leave. He starts becoming physical a little bit, so everybody's just like, whoa, hey, yo, we gonna let this dude do this? So we first, like, you know, get him away from the girl, like, yo, man, back off. But I guess he was intoxicated, so he fought back, and we all just fought. And look, we beat him up.
Spoke about your track for Nasty C that you kind of were coerced into making. Do you feel like Kid Teeny was coerced into doing the same thing?
Exactly the same thing.
So the same bullet came to...
Yeah, that's why I personally feel like this is not Kid Teeny versus A. Reese. This is the record label owner versus A. Reese. Because number one, I know for sure he didn't expect me to leave that soon. You know? But when you're a person knowing you're doing bad, you most definitely have it in your mind like, damn, this guy might leave one day.
Okay.
But I know he didn't expect for me to leave that soon.
Yeah.
So this is really a war between me and the record label owner, let me tell you right now.
All right. Do you have any hard feelings towards Kid? Because, you mean, you know what the game is like, and you were once in that same position. Are you mad at him? Are you...
You know, as much as I can say this is a war between the record label owner and A. Reese, it's like Kid Teeny has always been chasing this thing of trying to be my adversary. Because 2014, I had released a freestyle on Drake's beat, 6 p.m. in New York, just going off rapping, you know? And then he took the same beat and he did like more or less the same thing I did, but obviously in his own way, you know?
Yeah.
And he was basically throwing shots at me, you know? But at the time, I mean, it was only 2014 and all that. At the time, I was like, damn, this kid going hard. But damn, why is he shooting at me? But never mind that, this kid going hard, you know? Stuff like that. Fast forward, it's the awards, the SA Hip Hop Awards, where I bagged Lyricist of the Year. Yeah, I met Teeny that night.
Did you nasty see him and be like, yo?
Here's what happened. He came through with this other guy. He was his manager at the time. And I think this guy used to manage Nasty C, or is just in association with Nasty or whatever. But when he pulled up with Kid Teeny, the manager guy was like, yo, I'm Kid Teeny's manager and I'd like for Kid Teeny to work with you. And then Kid Teeny was like, yo, what's up, bro? I know me and you never really, you know, but yeah, man, you know, we could really do this. I'd really like to work with you. Let's go, let's get it. And I was fine with it. You know, I was like, yeah, let's go. Fast forward again, he gets signed and boom, this happens. And I really do not blame him, because that was probably the plot, that was the blueprint for him as an artist when he came in the label. They had probably prepared that for him. Like, we're gonna get a rapper, we're gonna get him to do this, and this is gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's a bummer. Teeny, I hope you're at peace wherever you are. Hope maybe we can chat one day, we'll see.
Hope he's happy.
Hope you are happy. What do you want to say to your fans?
To my fans?
Or even right there, actually.
Right here?
Yeah.
Please just remain loyal, because I won't disappoint. And if I'm doing my end, do your end, you know? Just be loyal to me, and I'll be loyal to you, and never disappoint.
A message to, I always love just hearing this, it's refreshing. Your message to your parents?
To my parents, a message to my parents. I know you guys are gonna get it right. You just both have to be on the same page for it to happen.
Okay. A message to your child self, like the 8-year-old you. What advice would you?
The younger me?
Yes.
Thank God you didn't change. That's all I can say about the younger me.
Okay. You're gonna be just fine. Thank you so much, man. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for
Very
having me
refreshing.
again.
Actually, a lot of fun as well. And I wish you, honestly, nothing but the best going forward. And I hope that your business does succeed and your music does go all the way over every ocean and take over every valley and mountain and basically do very well. I look forward to that.
And I wish that on every fellow artist in the rap game right now. You know? It's only right that we all do it together for the culture.
Okay. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Aries. And find us on social media, like I said, #BehindTheStory. He definitely let us get behind the story. Thank you again. It was an honor to have you, and I look forward to seeing your career really blossom. I'm Pearl. This is Aries. I'm going to see you again next week. Mwah. Thank you for watching.